Not mean to go live all that quickly. I wanted to run out here and get something first for show and tell, but hello everybody. We are going live. I wanted to show everyone what I'm making for the Deep South Homestead gathering. Alright, I'll have to put that back in there in a second. It is March 4th, 2018, and I am here bringing in the casserole, boom, casserole, that I am bringing for the Homestead gathering. Really wanted to make steak and gravy, but steak and gravy is expensive, and so this one wasn't too cheap, I gotta tell you, but we're trying to feed a lot of folks, and so I wanted to do my part, and here's how I'm going to do my part. So I at least have this casserole. I may pick up something else on the way there, see what else I can do, but at least I got that going. So here is the casserole I made. It is for, hey Christy Betts, how you doing? So here's the casserole I made. It is from the 9x13 The Pan That Can cookbook, and it's a recipe I've not tried before, so this was a first timer, but it turned out I liked it because it made enough that I had some left over, and I made a little another one. So the recipe is the Greek chicken and pita bake. Greek chicken and pita bake. It one reason why I chose this one is because I like Greek food. But there are some ingredients in there that are kind of, yeah, I love casseroles too, Christy. That's my, actually I really do love casseroles. I love everything mixed together, cooked together. And easy to make, and I love it. Not like my friend Stephanie, who has to have everything separate on her plate. I guess I think she likes casseroles, but she's one of those that she can't have her food touching. It has to be, it has to be all separate. I like everything just all mixed together. That's why I like casseroles. But the reason I chose this one is because of the divisive ingredients, as it were, because some folks are not exactly fond of black olives, whereas others love them, like myself. I love black olives. There's also lots of zucchini in there, which is really good for you. And there's also feta cheese. It's supposed to be all feta, but I put in feta and blue because they didn't have enough feta at the grocery store, so I got blue to kind of round it out. A lot of folks don't like those kind of more pungent cheeses. I love them. I really enjoy them. It also has Kalamata olive, or that's it, black olives. And it also has plum tomatoes, which I absolutely despise tomatoes unless they're cooked. And I modified the recipe to put the tomatoes inside the actual main body, because it's two parts of the recipe that we're supposed to do. The tomatoes were supposed to be part of the topping, as you know, along with the pita bread and the cheese. I put it into the main body. Hey Monica, how are you doing? Hello, hello. I put the tomatoes into the main body so that they could cook longer, and which I can handle that, and I like that better. Because if they were on the top, and then it would have been not as cooked and a little bit yucky. Okay, so here's the plan on how to prepare that when I go. Instead of using the limited resources that we're going to have at the fairgrounds, what I am doing is I invested in the Hot Logic big boy size. So this is the big casserole size that I got with the mock-up pan inside. So this is the mock-up pan inside there. So that's about how it fit, with room on top. See, room for it to even be a little bit chunky, so it can be, it has room to grow in there. And the goal is to get up early in the morning, plug that joker in, and just let that heat through. Doing very well, thank you. Doing pretty good. Just had, on my second day off, and so I am rested up, and I've gotten a lot of work done today. It's been a very productive day, including 2 IKEA tables this weekend, and I also got my little camper, my tow package on my Corolla tested out, so I can tow my little camper, which is good. Oh, I lost my train of thought there. Hey, Christine. Oh, no, you're not late. You just got here. Going over my casserole. So I got my casserole. This is the Greek chicken and pita bake. Greek chicken and pita bake that I am bringing to the Homestead gathering. Here it is. Just pulled out of the freezer. And here is how it's going to be cooked. In the Hot Logic, I guess you call it Maxi. If the little one's the Mini, I'm going to call this the one the Maxi. So it's the maxi. And I imagine it'll probably take about 5 hours for it to cook through pretty evenly. So if I get up at, or plug it in at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, I'm up at, if I'm up at 4, which that'll be 5 o'clock my time, so I'll probably be waking up anyway, and plug that joker in and let it sit in the hotel room all morning, and hopefully the smells will not waft down the hallway. And so let that cook all morning, and it can even cook on the way to the fairground as I drive from the hotel to the fairground. And so hopefully that will do it. So I'll bring a thermometer and test it just to make sure it is up to speed. I've got about a 9+ hour drive, Christy. It's gonna be a while. I'll have some good books on tape, some sermons, some lessons, and YouTube things to listen to, and my thoughts to get lost in. So I have plenty to work on up here. So and to listen to. So I'll be all right. The and I just hope it's clear. Just pray that it's good, safe, clear driving and traffic and weather-wise, if you would, please. So that's my goal. And I don't know if you see behind you, this is a little move hand. It's a little bit of penance here. Years ago, I did I keep saying Nutrisystem. I did MetaFast and lost a few pounds on that. And so I bought a knockoff brand a few months ago to kind of help me not back down again. I've been sitting on this forever. Sitting on it. Not doing anything. Sitting on it, and I'm gaining weight, so I got to lose a little poundage. And so my punishment for having bought this stuff is to actually have to use it. So all this week, I am meal replacing probably on the road as well. So while I'm up down the road, I'll do meal replacing, but I'll also be using my Hot Logic Mini. So I'll be using that along with my smaller version, my single serving, either that size or this one or that for my food. And to keep me from spending money at McDonald's, well, going to McDonald's for one thing, and B, spending money at McDonald's, and, you know, just in general, spending money and eating bad things. Because regardless of how well you say you're going to do it, as soon as you pull into that drive-thru, nope, a burger meal is a burger meal. And I never get salads at fast food places. It's just, I just don't do it. So I better get that casserole back in the freezer. So just wanted to kind of let everyone know. I'm getting ready. So I've got a couple other things to wrap up and do. But you cooking those? But yes. Yes, you do. And let me show you. It is, I was turned on to the Hot Logic Mini by Mike and Tara Kellum, because Mike uses those to cook his lunch in, and I've used them at work too. But see, this is the big version, and all it is just basically a hot surface. It's a hot surface that gets hotter than just warming. It actually cooks. It's a thermal insulated bag, and I've not used the casserole maxi size here before, but just the small one. But it really does. It cooks my lunch. If I go from frozen to cooked on that small one in 4 hours. So I'm hoping that big one will do the same thing. If I let it thaw out just a little bit, maybe it'll be 4 hours. If not, I may be asking for space in the oven along with everybody else at the fairgrounds. So, but I'm counting on that working. But yeah, you can actually cook in those bags. So you can actually cook in those. So I'm gonna see if there's maybe something else I can add to my list. Yeah, look at them. They're I think Mike and Tara have a link. I bought mine through a link of theirs. Yeah, Monica, they are really cool. Yeah, Mike and Tara have a link in the stuff that they like to get. So if you want to support the Living on the Dime folks, which I always like to do, so you can purchase it through one of their affiliate links there, which is always nice. And anyway, so just hope. Is anybody else going? Are any of y'all going to? I forget who's going and who's not. I can't quite remember. So anyway, so it is 6:20 right now. So I'm probably gonna shut down a little bit and wrap the house up just a little bit. You're not going. Oh, maybe next time, Monica. Maybe next time you can go. Plus, you can probably see. I'm sure there'll be videos of what's going on, I think I'll be lost. I'll just be sitting there. I'm not a homesteader, and I'm not a gardener, so I'm just kind of going there to see people on YouTube that I just want to be, particularly Mike and Tara. That's really the main reason I'm going, is just to see Mike and Tara and share from Two Family Homestead, and I think Cat Lovers going, and then in Southern Arc Prepper. Those are the ones I'm going to mainly see because they're the ones that I know and talk to. So that's really just the main reason I'm going, is just to be a little bit social as much as oh, you got to work too. All right, thank you, Christine. Thank you. So you got to work as well. The 4 hours that morning. If I do, I'll be driving that 4 hours in the morning. Oh, 4 hours. That's not too bad considering. I mean, I think 4 hours is not too bad compared to where I'm coming from. So that's not bad at all. But I think it'll be fun. And I'm not really a fan of crowds at all. Not a fan of crowds, and hopefully I can break off and talk to these folks in one-on-one, and like as I like to do. But I'm really going to that. But I'm also wanting to promote the company that I'm working with, starting up with a friend of mine called P33 Adventures. So we're going to be talking about. Hopefully, I'll get a chance if Danny and Wanda will allow me to, and just to speak a little bit about the upcoming trip to Israel and to Greece that we're planning. So the Steps of Jesus tour and the Steps of Paul tour that we're doing. So hopefully I'll get to introduce everyone to that and get to share my heart on Israel, because I got to go for the first time this past December, and it is amazing. So if anybody wants to go, let me know. I can get you set up. So, all right, I'm going to sign out. So everyone, have a good night, and thank you for joining me for my little live stream. This was kind of fun. I've only done this 1 or 2 times before, and I kind of like this concept. It's really good. Takes the pressure off of having to come up with something to talk with otherwise. You know, you get nervous actually doing a taped one, and here it's live, and whatever you get, you get. And so that's it. So, alrighty. Have a good night, everyone. See you. Bye-bye.